Hey, what's up everybody? This is UnhingedGaming and I'm coming in hot with some more fresh high quality content. Today I'm going to be talking about something that by the time this video is going up will have happened just a couple days ago. Which, you know, I really wish I could make videos about these things as they were happening, but my upload schedule makes it so that the best I can do is make it the day before. So, in any case, what I'm going to be talking about today is Social Repose's video, I'm an Idiot. And I'm not going to be talking about the kind of the things that everyone else is talking about because, hey, everyone else is talking about them. I can't say much that hasn't already been said. But for those of you who don't know the full story, if you're just like, I guess, not at all involved on social media or something like that, everyone's talking about it. But, you know, I kind of doubt I'm the first person you've heard about it from. But just in case that is the truth, essentially, Social Repose, it was found out by his girlfriend that he had been cheating on her. I think I don't actually know the whole story, but I think with his ex-girlfriend who he also cheated on. I might have that wrong, but I kind of just skimmed through the whole story so that I could spend more time talking about it. And the details don't really matter. What matters is that he done fucked up. And he made a video kind of apologizing, you know, saying that he fucked up. I would definitely watch it because there's a lot of what people are saying in social media. Once you watch the video, it's like you expect it to be worse, but then you kind of see the undertones and it's like, yeah, he was saying some pretty shitty things, where he was kind of trying to take responsibility, and then really victimizing himself at the same time. And it just didn't feel very sincere, ultimately. I don't know. Again, I can't say anything that hasn't already been said about that. But I think that, you know, the whole blaming mental illness and then also saying, you know, I don't really want to do therapy, that whole thing, it seems a little, I don't know, the whole situation's a little fucked. In any case, I have no investment in him, so I don't really see a whole lot of need to get super involved in his drama. But that's just kind of to bring you up to speed to the situation. What I actually want to talk about more here than him and his whole thing is everyone's reaction to it, because this is something that happens every time like a major YouTuber or celebrity or like anyone who's in the public eye and has fans who idolize him. Essentially, you have the people who just completely write him off and is like, wow, I was an idiot for ever having idolized you, you're disgusting, blah, 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 blah. And then you have the people who kind of try to defend him. And that's what I want to talk about, is the people who kind of try to defend him, who defend their idols even in these situations. And just kind of what that means. You know, this is a little bit different because I'm not talking about a controversy or like a YouTube thing that's going on. This is more like about talking to fans of certain channels, where I guess my thing is that they don't have to, just because you idolize them doesn't mean that you have to defend them. Sometimes the people who we look up to, they mess up. And, you know, that's okay. They're human. Like, I don't think that it's always okay what they did. I think that there are certain things, even what Social Repose did, I don't think that that is irredeemable if he does better in the future and he doesn't continue to make promises that he can't keep. Now, the fact that this is the second time this has happened is definitely makes it worse. But that being said, people make mistakes, and people make mistakes multiple times. And the truth is that not everyone can be monogamous. Like, I'm going to get super sciencey here for about 2 seconds. There's actually been some studies done, and there's an actual monogamy gene, or there's believed to be, from studies on voles. In any case, some humans have it and some don't. That's kind of one of the interesting things about us. So not all humans are kind of built for monogamy, and that's okay. That's why we have polyamory and open relationships and all of those things that, if it's, you know, agreed upon by both people, work really well in a lot of situations. The problem is when you make a promise that you will be monogamous when you know that you're not when you don't have that gene. Like, if you want to look at it from a science aspect of, like, not all people really can. And if you know that you can't, then you shouldn't try to be, right? Like, you shouldn't tell her that, hey, we're going to be monogamous and I can do that, if you can't actually do that. It's fine if you can't, just don't make a promise you can't keep, essentially. And those are the words that he uses, that he shouldn't have made a promise that he couldn't keep. In any case, so my point is that it's not always okay, but the fact is there's a lot of mistakes that someone in the public eye could make that would potentially be forgiven, or most likely at least go unnoticed, if they weren't in the public eye. And you know, the same thing happened not too long ago when PewDiePie said the N-word on stream. He done goofed, and that's okay. Like, there are a lot of things that to be said in his defense. I don't believe that he is a racist, right? A lot of people don't believe that he's a racist. He comes from he's living in a different country. He's from a different country. That word has different meanings, different places. That doesn't mean that it was okay for him to use that word because he knew that he was broadcasting to people it was offensive to. Should he be shunned and never forgiven for that? If that was his only mistake, no. He's done a lot of things. He's fucked up in a lot of ways. In any case, like, you can forgive that as a fan. And I think that, and in general, when YouTubers fuck up, they have all of these people who look up to them, who are like, oh, well, this, that, and the other thing, he was depressed, and that made him cheat, or, you know, he lives in a different country, so he shouldn't have to worry about who's watching. Like, and it's like, it's okay, you know? If you idolize someone, they can make mistakes, and they don't have to be, you know, you can't expect them to be perfect. Just because you idolize them doesn't mean that they're perfect. And I feel like a lot of people get kind of like, where they're almost defending themselves and their judgment for following this person and for idolizing this person. And it's like, they could be at heart a good person and just do a bad thing. And, you know, they could have a lot of good things, and then there's just this one thing that is a really bad thing. And I think that it can be recognized that, yeah, that was a bad thing. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person or that you were wrong for idolizing them, or even necessarily that you shouldn't continue to idolize them depending on what they did wrong. But in any case, I just feel like a lot of people, they defend their idols, and you don't have to, you know? They can make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and they need to be told that too. Like, when these people rise to their defense, I feel like it can really inflate the ego of people who are doing these things wrong. And it's like, no, you done goofed. Like, it happens, and it did happen. So that was just kind of my stance on it, is, you know, this happens every time there's a major YouTube controversy. Same thing, you know, when KSI made fun of or made jokes about depression on Suicide Prevention Day, like that hurt me. And like, I have no connection to KSI. I didn't even really know who he was until I made that video about his diss track. But that was like so extreme. And then people were even defending him for that. And that's one of those things where it's like, no, you don't defend someone who does that. And I think depending on your stance, you don't defend someone who cheats or who uses any sort of slur, even in a context where they don't think of it as a slur. I can see stances on all of that. Myself personally, I think that the depression jokes are worse. But that's just my own personal opinion. In any case, like, my point is that people who idolize KSI, yeah, that would be devastating, that you idolize this person and you looked up to them and they did that. But when you like try to justify it, you're really just making things worse. You're just digging a deeper hole, if that makes sense. And sooner or later, you're going to have to just accept the fact that, yeah, that was bad. So anyway, went a little long-winded on this one. Point is, when you idolize someone, just remember that they're human, and humans make mistakes. And whether that's a big enough mistake for you to stop idolizing them, or if it's not, you don't need to defend them any more than you would defend anyone else. And something else to remember is that as much as you may feel that you know someone, and I definitely know that feeling. I've idolized people, YouTubers, Let's Players in particular, and you do get to know someone if they're really transparent on screen, but you still haven't met them, and so it's just, you're not gonna know them as well as if you were actually in their personal life more than, 10 minutes a day, if that makes sense. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can let me know your thoughts on this whole thing in the comments down below, and also hit that like button. And while you're down there, make sure to also hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you want to see more videos. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at UnhingedTweetYT, where I post video updates, as well as let you guys know when I go live on Twitch, which is UnhingedGamingYT. You should follow that if you want to see what goes into the gameplay portion of these videos. All the links are down in the description. Make sure to check them out. In the meantime, I've been Unhinged Gaming, and I will see you next time.